What is going on, everybody? We are back with the Liza P walkthrough. We've shot back to Hotel Krat, and there's a few things here we want to do before we move on. We're going to go talk to
Good.
Cucinella.
I was a bit concerned my voice wouldn't even reach you. It has been so very long since I spoke out of turn. You see, I too have been awakened. I have an ego, as Master Vanini would say. And I have been this way for some time. At least since Master Lorenzini was a child. He had no one else, you see. His parents. I'm sure you've heard of their terrible fate. And he had to see it all. But Master Lorenzini is stronger than most people suspect. A puppet was the killer. We both knew it. But if we had told the authorities, they might have removed me from the household as well. The young master would have been alone if I had been taken away. If only I could have saved them. Now I atone for that failure by thinking only of Master Vanini's prosperity and happiness. But even I did not realize how deeply he still held that trauma. How badly that murderous puppet had scarred his soul. You have set him free. I cannot thank you enough. I am not accustomed to sharing such thoughts or feelings. But when it involves Master Vanini, please accept this gift as it truly comes from the heart. My own. We will always roll out the red carpet for you. At the house of Vanini.
We get our resplendent Ergo chunk.
At the house of Vanini.
And I don't believe that expands his inventory at all. But we have quite a bit of quartz after going through all of those cryptic vessels. So we're going to shoot upstairs and spend those right now. Hey, kitty. You can see our nose getting quite long, quite gold, almost ready for us to pluck it out of there. Go ahead and sit in our gold shiny chair. As you can see, we have 7 quartz after that last cryptic vessel, so we almost have enough to finish up this last phase. Alright, we went ahead and got increased staggerable window 2, increased our pulse cells, stagger duration, auto-charged our legion, and charged fable cells upon use. Or charged fable upon pulse cell use. We got enhanced fatal attack, enhanced fable catalyst, and lowers attack stamina consumption for charged attacks. And then we are going for the regain guard 2, so we'll finish that one up when we get 1 more quartz. We're going to go ahead and use up all the Ergo we've got so we can hopefully get a level in before we move on. Right back downstairs. And we'll pump our health up to 33. We can continue on out in the Broken Rip. We're gonna go right up our ladder here. Back around the way we came. Get a nice revenge on our trigger-happy friend here. We've got a couple of guys that are gonna drop down from these cages. Go ahead and activate that. Them do their thing. They've got disruption guys right here. Right here, there's going to be a butterfly that normally pops up right here. You can grab, kill our disruption friend. right around here. And that disruption can build up pretty quick, so just make sure you take them out, especially if you're trying to get that butterfly right over there. It spawns right on the edge of that wooden area. I've got plenty of ganks down here. We want to take the back way. We could have taken that ladder down, but then you're facing them all head on. I like to take this back way and kind of sneak up on everybody. Feel it makes it a lot easier. Drop down on this guy. A lot of disruption friend. Trying to pass by that. They've got a couple of disruption dogs here. One of them was hanging from the ceiling. I'll wait till he gets out of that. There we go. Alright. We've got our Red Fox's amulet. This is motivity and technique. So really, really great amulet there. Hop around the corner. Get our cluster grenade. And we're going to go back up and... Oh, he's taking a nap. Go back up and fight ourselves a couple of those Mr. X type enemies again. Uh-oh. The stairs stop me from doing it. Take some Legion magazines. Right down here for a full moonstone and a little Indiana Jones-like section. Go ahead and heal up before we go into this. Oh, I forgot to change my amulet back over. I want to stop right in these middle sections here. Not where the blood is. Right at the end, we've got a another trigger-happy friend we're going to take care of. Just kind of dodge out of the way of his stuff. And these will mostly spare us from the damage. Get over to him. Find a good rhythm. It's not too bad. Grab our quartz. Last one we need to finish up our P organ. And hit our lever there to stop these crushers from getting us on the way back. Right down the stairs here. And we're about to face a big old enemy, so if you're feeling a little fatigued, you can go right up this ladder here. He won't mess with you at all, and you can go on to the next Stargazer until you get healed up and can come back out here. But we're going to go ahead and fight him. Let him come out of there. see he does big hits that make shock build up on you, but he's really not that bad to stagger. As long as you miss those big telegraphed hits, you should be okay. Go right inside the door here. Little piece of candy. And up this elevator for the next boss fight. Now, this next boss fight is Laxasia. This is probably a lot of people's most difficult boss in the game. Also, I believe one of the best bosses in the game as far as quality of boss fights go. A lot of people struggle on her because of her second phase. She'll take her armor off, and she gets a lot more powerful, a lot more mobile. But once again, we're going to save all our throwables for that second phase. The first phase isn't too bad, some pretty big telegraphed attacks. We're going to put on some acid, for our acid abrasive. That is going to do some pretty decent damage to her since she's a human. She's weak to acid. We'll get a little bit of lore. Here is Spectre. Great help in this fight if you need him. But you'll see the specifics of what's going on with her once we get in there. Go ahead and level up. Vitality up. And here we go.
Oh, Simon. Your sword, Laxasia, swears to protect this tower.
The first thing that's going to happen is she's going to pop right up into the air. And we're going to perfect block these balls she shoots at us. Send them right back at her. Do a ton of damage. And there she goes. Sad zealot's Ergo. Alright, yeah, you can see most important that part of that fight is right when she gets into that phase 2. You want to perfect block those electric balls she's shooting at you. A lot easier than it might seem, a lot easier than a lot of perfect blocks are. And that'll do a ton of damage, and then just finish her off with those throwables when you get those openings there. Go ahead and pop our vitality up to 35. Then we'll work on maybe vigor to 25 or motivity to 40. One of the two. Got another very important choice coming up here.
Oh, God.
It hurts so much. know. I can't make this choice. I think she wants to live, but what will you do? You have to decide. You, not me. Keep her alive, perhaps against her wishes, or give her peace. It's your call.
We're going to give her peace.
Thank you. I was trapped for so long. So much torment. So much pain. Take my Ergo. I will be with you to the very end.
Get the entreat emote, and you can see we've been to the stylist. We get the Shadow Flower record. Go over here, check out My Blue Fairy. A few other pieces of lore around here. Going here for a half moonstone.
We did do the right thing, didn't we? I trust you. Let's keep going.
Alright, we've got quite a few big bads here. Go ahead and take care of these guys. Remember, those guys explode when they die, so just be careful. I always go too early on those. Never learn my lesson. We'll get the iframe before we get flames from that guy. Is. Thought it was on that first one. Alright, gonna go down here. Grab our Stargazer. Before we continue on, we want to go back to Rosa Isabel Street. I'm gonna go talk to a NPC that we had here earlier. And we can just pop right past all these guys. Not too worried about them. This is going to be a vendor, so if you don't have Ergo, you want to Go ahead and grab that now. Looks like we missed a dark moonstone way back here. Right up these stairs. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of these guys. I don't want them following us over here. Here is the test subject
Over here.
we met earlier down in the
Nice to see you again.
Arche.
I thought if I got a second chance, I'd go to where my heart's content. I never expected to get out alive. Oh, it's overwhelming, even now. I want to take a look at what I have. I grabbed a couple of things before taking off. It's a new life, a new attitude, and simple pleasures like ordinary conversation. Nice loot, yeah? If you need anything, just say the word. I used to be a fan of the actress Patricia, not the red actress Adelina, but her sister. Patricia had an angelic voice like her sister. If she'd become famous, they would have called her the White Goddess. But her career was cut short. She took poison and ruined her throat. I've only read others' memories, so I don't know the details, but the memories people had of her songs. You should have heard her voice in her prime. Something transcendent like that. It makes you feel alive. I survived. Did I go sightseeing? You bet I did. It's the heart of Krat. The theatre, the Ferris wheel, there's so much to see. Although, most of it has burned down now, I suppose. The most fascinating thing, I couldn't believe it. The writing on the back of a made puppet. I read memories, but still, any way you look at it, it's the made puppet's words. Probably designed like that. What kind of puppet would write that stuff? Still, it was weird. You should see it for yourself.
And we can go ahead and purchase. And you can see he's got White Lady's hunting apparel. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. He's got a big ol' hammer. Go ahead and grab that as well. And then some lot of destruction cartridges. Let's see if we have enough to get that as well. Bet we do.
Nice loot, yeah?
We do. So then he's got some throwables. We can go on down here to where Julian's bride, oh wow, he really went for it, was sitting. You can investigate this. I love you, Julie. We can go ahead and take our watch back to Hotel Krat. There's a couple people there we want to talk to. To talk to
With
Aladina.
unsurpassed sorrow, I must announce Lady Antonia has passed away. As she entered immortality, she seemed at peace. Her face was calm, and she wasn't in pain. It is all thanks to you. Without your most difficult of choices, she would never have found such peace. As for me, I am bereft of emotion. My life, or what passes for it, has lost meaning. It feels like pain has swallowed me whole. Thus I plan to erase my heart and become an ordinary puppet. This will be my last conversation with you as Polendina. Despite how it ended, I thank you for the kindness, bravery, and beautiful moments you showed me. Welcome to...
And we get the ending to his story. Now we do have a few more things in here if you need. Full Moon Stone of the Covenant Quartz, some Legion Caliber, and some alchemical boosters if you use those gold coin fruit a lot. We're going to go ahead and go upstairs and use our last quartz to finish out our P organ. and get something from her chair. Get a Memory of the Beach record. And you can see now our nose has come to fruition. We're going to grab that just 1 second. We're going to sit down in our gold shiny chair. I went ahead and picked lower damage while dodging too, just because I am obviously a pretty dodgy guy in this game. I prefer that over the parries. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. We get the Golden Lie. Now this is a very interesting weapon. You get this from the All Lies run. Well, we can't really test it out here. Let's go out to the training area. This is a pretty interesting weapon. It's pretty funny. It's very staff-like. So you get really cool moves. And pretty strong weapon. It's a shame that you get this at the end of the game. But, you know, I guess that's the way it goes. But I really like this weapon. I enjoyed using it. I used it for about half a playthrough into New Game Plus. Had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, you get it so late in the game that I wouldn't suggest switching up everything now. Go ahead and switch back to our Azure Dragon Crest. And hop back over to the Arche Abbey upper part. And we are going to go ahead and wrap this episode up here, guys. I believe the next episode will be the last one, so I will see you there. Thanks for joining me.